You know, I got to give a shout out to my brother, Nafarik Gasoline. And him, there's only a few people that I follow in this space, man. He a young guy. He a young brother. So I think he a millennial. I think he a millennial. But even though this is a young brother, yes, he a Haitian, but he's still my brother, man. And hey, just like with him and Sarge, I'll knock a nigga out for him because they're my brothers. So he was talking about how a lot of these elder black women sit up here and talk to you and tell you to stop putting black women shit on Front Street. And you will have older black women that will come to you and tell you shit like that. Stop talking about black women and don't worry about what they do. If you're gonna talk about anybody, talk about these black men and these black white women. So I've been told this before as well by older black women that'll come and sit you down and say, don't talk about black women. Let them do what they want to do. So basically what they try to tell you is okay for black women to talk shit about black men, just drag us through the mud. That's okay. And see, this explains that black woman culture. Everybody think this shit is nuanced. This shit ain't nuanced. Because I keep telling y'all, back in the day, a lot of these older black women were out here swirling and divesting it up back during Jim Crow. They was out here divesting and swirling it up back then, you know. So I'm not surprised that when that's Nafarik Gasoline had some older woman come to him and tell him, I said, that's not nothing new. I said, a lot of these older women, man, that you see up in church and stuff like that, that's up there, boy, praise the Lord. If you notice and paid attention to all the children they have, most of the children they have different names and shit, different last names. And I know a lot of older black women that got older children that's older than me, and they got different last names. And some of them be dark skinned, and some of them be light skinned, like they biracial. And then I hate to say it, that a lot of those older women were laying up there with Brad during Jim Crow. And a lot of us don't like to bring these dirty draws out. But fuck it, we gotta tell the truth, because they always want you to go and attack black men. Even back then, they want you to attack black men, when back in the day, if a black man so much as look at it, just glance at a white woman, that nigga was getting lynched. But Keisha, the black women back then was having the time of their life with white men. They were up there swirling it up, divesting it up, when niggas so much as don't even have to look at a white woman just for the fun. They'll round niggas up at night, you know, just for the accusation of laying with a white woman and snatch you up. This is why I have a problem with. This is why I don't fuck with white women now, because that shit, just the mere thought of that just pissed me off. How brothers used to get accused of shit and get rounded up and lynched, and you had actually black women laughing at this shit. You had black women making fun of your misery then and now. Black man, you had these same black women getting giggles about this shit at the time when you was getting lynched, and they was laying up there with Brad, having all these biracial passing kids that used to run north and pass for white people, like what's his name, Edgar J. Hoover, FBI superintendent, who had more black leaders killed than any goddamn thing. And he was biracial. Nothing against biracial people, but I'm just showing you a prime example of this shit. Because majority of those people that went to the north to pay, they were from mostly white black women. And they went up to the north and passed as white. And some of them never went back to see their families again. But you'll have these same black women talk about they raised the best black biracial children. Even to the point of Edgar J. Hoover even telling his black relatives, don't you expose me or I will have all you killed. this nigga said he would have all his black family killed. Edgar J. Hoover. So this is what a lot of times you black women give birth to. You know, but you'll have these, back to the subject at hand, you'll have a lot of these older black women basically sitting down young men that talk to stuff like I do, talking about don't talk about these black women, don't do that. And talk about the black men who out here. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I said, if I'm gonna call them out, I gotta call y'all out on y'all shit. I gotta call y'all out on y'all shit. And no, I'm not holding no candle up to you if you was out there and then you gonna try to tell me to just talk about black men and white women when white men with black men really started getting with white, other than Jack Dempsey and shit, a few handful of black men with white women. You have hordes of black women up here with Brad. But like I said, they want us to be silent. A lot of these black women, especially elder black women, want us to be silent because they the ones know they created this culture, and it's a passed down culture. Just like single motherhood is a passed down culture from generation to generation if you pay attention. But I digress.